And Yo Gotti got the drop on Govan, so it's really about to go down right now. I just got the word from the sources, man. Watch this whole video. I want everybody to listen closely.
Hey, let me know if y'all from Memphis. Let me know who y'all rocking with. If y'all rocking with CMG, let me know. Hey, I want to just bring some breaking news to everybody in Memphis because I know y'all the closest out there. I'm not out there right now, and we trying to get justice for Dolph. Hey, Blac Youngsta told the feds OG Bang Wayne connection to Young Dolph was all connected through Govan. And everybody knew for a fact Govan, he was Key Glock Auntie's boyfriend.
And Govan's sister was pillow talking with Blac Youngsta because they knew that they had to find a way to make sure that 42 Doug and Big Jook don't tell on him, because when Blac Youngsta was riding around with Govan in the backseat of the Bentley and they took the picture of Young Dolph right before the person smacked with the iron bat in the back of the shoulder, you got to understand that they tried to drag him back to the dumpster, but at that point, the hallway in Makita's, it was already 8 people back there, and so they didn't want to do anything. That's when they had the guy come in with the mop stick, and basically, when the autopsy came back and it was missing info connected to OG Bangway, that's why Blac Youngsta told the feds, man, you got to understand that when they was right in front of that same building that they caught Blac Youngsta and his driver Shondale at, that's how they got the connection to Straight Drop. And Straight Drop had no choice but to release the suspect that he got jumped for. And when they released the footage and saw that, they realized that that was with JoJo Splat, and it was all over the PRE chain. That's what sparked the chain of events that entire weekend of what resulted in the demise of Dolph and everybody at the cookie shop, you know. And rest in peace and condolences to young Dolph. If you want justice for Dolph, let us know in the comment section. Just put the dolphin emoji there. And the fact that they got Jeremiah Taylor, who was in front just watching the memorial for Dolph, and he peeked in and saw the slippers on the floor, he knew that the Givenchy slipper was from Dolph. And if somebody left it there, that's when he knew that it was a whole ambush going on. And Big 80 really saw that because Jeremiah Taylor, the dude who got hit up right before Maurice's cousin got hit up at that mall, he connected to Key Glock cousin, and he told Big 80 exactly what happened. That's why they got rid of him, and that's why Key Glock had been so quiet this whole time, because he knows that Big 80 and Big 30 was trying to figure out of a plan where they could get rid of all the evidence that was going on, because Straight Drop and Big Newski had a situation 2 days before where they were hiding out at that studio where it went down at. That's why Straight Drop and Big 30 had their whole beef right before he got shipped away, and they had to transfer him all the way to Kentucky because he knew that Big 30 and Big 80 had people on the inside that was going to send Govan's partners up to Straight Drop to force him to actually tell on Yo Gotti and Blac Youngsta. One thing about the feds is that they got a 99% rate. And when you get shipped to somewhere like Kentucky, somewhere like Pennsylvania, that's when you know that you on the hook for a lot more than what you signed up for. Man, Straight Drop, he 23 years old and he about to be having gray hairs by the time he comes out at 85. And it's all because ADT has everything that they need to basically get that. And when the person that leaked it from the laptop that was found in the back of the Makitas, that's why they had to come in with the white boxes. But nobody knew what the feds was taking out of that manager's office, because they know that the eighth person, the person that was not working in the kitchen, you got to understand, at a restaurant, bakery, whatever it is going to be people that work in the kitchen. It's going to be 1 to 2 people that work the register. And it's definitely going to be somebody in the computer in the office or something like that. They might call themselves the manager or whatnot, the owner. And when they were saying that Maurice Lincoln was there, that had to have been one of the 3 people that could have been watching the footage inside the manager's office. And so people didn't know that that's the computers that they was taking out of there. But when they concealed it in the brown paper bags and the white boxes, that's showing you that they had more stuff than that. Because if they really wanted to figure out what happened in there, then all they got to do is actually get access into that. And so that's why when they talked to Maurice after they put young Marcus Thornton in the cruiser, they asked him for the passcodes to everything, because Blac Youngsta's lawyer is going to give the bond to the feds due to the fact that they didn't just find the fingerprint, but they actually found the back heel print of the same boots that he was wearing. You got to understand, rappers was wearing them big booted shoes at that time. It became a trend when they were having the designer shoes with the big bottoms and everything. They was trying to do that to compete with Lil Uzi, because they know that they was getting more money from the show than how much Straight Drop's bond was that the feds was asking for, and that if Blac Youngsta didn't pay it, then Yo Gotti's was going to be connected to the whole car that was at Young Dolph, because there was a fingerprint on the trunk. They were trying to get to the Chrome Heart bag.
And Shondell Barnett, he FaceTime Govan. He told him, man, I'm gone. We finna go to Indiana and try to hide out right there in Calumet City. I want y'all to understand, they know people in Chicago, just like I told y'all, Young Dolph is from Chicago. And a lot of people sit there and say, where he from in Chicago? You can look that up. Like at the end of the day, we really got to pay attention, and we really need to look at the fact that Blac Youngsta, he was the main one chasing Dolph, and people don't want to admit, but everybody in Memphis is like 85% of the people in Memphis, they going around, they saying like Youngsta should have never chased Dolph. And his brother, the only reason why they put him inside the police car was because because Blac Youngsta was chasing Dolph and his brother was blowing at Blac Youngsta. I want y'all to really understand what's really going on, man, because it's a sad situation, and I want to send my condolences out to Young Dolph family, the people who care about him, his fans, and everybody know PRE, they didn't play with CMG after they had the big fallout. And the big fallout was between moneybaggyo, Blac Youngsta, OG Bang Wayne, and Trula Mafia. I want y'all to understand, Straight Drop, he can't go back to his own good. He ain't even good in his own hood. And this is something that we all really have to pay attention to, because Key Glock told Big Moochie Great when he was laying in that, y'all know when he was laying on that white pillow, Big Moochie Great, I need you to fall back. I need you to really look at what's going on, because everybody disrespecting Dolph, they gonna get it. And that's why Key Glock got them bags under his eyes, because you gotta understand, Key Glock ain't getting no sleep. And like, he ain't sleeping like 3 days, man. At the end of the day, I know for a fact that people sit back and look at it like Key Glock was the main one who he didn't want to really notify the feds, because he didn't want to look like the person on the other end who was basically talking to them people. And Lamigo already told Yo Gotti, brother, man, you know what you did. That's why when Grove Hero pulled up and he smacked him, and everybody sit back and say Grove Hero was bogus. He really wasn't. Is you bogus for smacking one of your homie ops that they sent up? No. At the end of the day, we really got to pay attention to what's going on, because it's a lot of people not paying attention to the fact that Blac Youngsta, when they was taking him out, when the feds questioned Blac Youngsta, that's why he been gone for so long, they already said that all the 17 members of CMG, everybody with them chains, y'all going down, because y'all know for a fact how RICO indictment is. Y'all know they coming to get y'all. They gonna snatch them up, because it's RP Dolph for nothing, man, because at the end of the day, we know for a fact that Blac Youngsta, he already sent them boys in there. And that's why they pulled up in that black Toyota Camry with them tinted windows with that dent in the bumper. I want y'all to understand, dude that hopped out with that starter jacket, he was the main one who told Buddy, hey man, you gonna hop out, I'm gonna drive. Y'all gotta really understand what's really going on, because Yo Gotti, he busted the feds out when they tried to snatch him up. That's why he was able to be out to celebrate his birthday. And Glorilla already said like, hey man, Big Lo, I'm glad you out. you able to take care of your business now. And y'all know how she rock. Hey, at the end of the day, man, it's PRE and nothing.
And the reason why Lil Migo became the 18th member that they announced was because he had the drop on the location for Key Glock. When he dropped the low on Key Glock, they had somebody stall him just for enough time to where he couldn't get to the cookie shop fast enough because Dolph never got to make the third phone call to Key Glock. He called Big Moochie Great first. He said 67 times, which then he called Snoop Bands 2 to 3 times. But when we seen the actual footage of the barbershop when he was doing the promotion with Snoop Bands, he had his phone there the whole time. And so that means that they had been warned by Trula Mafia of exactly what they should be, where they should be going, because that specific area where Makita's is already in Yo Gotti's hood. And so they know that they don't want to go there when Young Dolph is in town, because